Let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all out here waking up every morning stressing, looking for a job. You're scrolling through job listings, filling out applications, begging somebody to give you a chance. You're sitting by the phone waiting on an interview, hoping somebody picks you. Let me help you real quick. God didn't put you here to look for a job. See, y'all been taught that the only way to survive is to go out and work for somebody else, punch a clock, take what they give you. But let's get one thing straight. You weren't made to be regular. God put something inside of you that don't need no job description. He gave you a gift. That gift, that's your real job. That's how you're supposed to eat. That's how you're supposed to win. Now, ain't get me wrong, ain't nothing wrong with a job, but that ain't your purpose. Your job is just a pit stop, not the destination. Some of y'all stuck in places God been trying to pull you out of. But you scared, you comfortable, you afraid to fail. Let me tell y'all something real quick. God didn't put you here to look for a job. Somebody told you that when you was little, and you've been believing it ever since. They told you, go to school, get good grades, find a good job, work hard, retire. That's the blueprint they gave you. But let me ask you something. Where in that blueprint does it say, go be great? Where in that plan does it say, use what God gave you? See, they had good intentions, but they didn't know no better. They were just trying to survive. But God didn't put you on this earth just to survive. He put you here to thrive. He put something inside of you that's bigger than a paycheck, bigger than a boss, bigger than some job title. That thing, that's your gift. Now, let me make something clear. Ain't nothing wrong with working a job. A job puts food on the table, pays the bill, takes care of your family. But a job, that's just a resource. God is the source. Your job don't define you. Your gift does. And some of y'all sitting on your gift right now, wondering why life feels so hard, wondering why you're frustrated, why you keep feeling like something's missing. It's because you ain't tapped into what God already put in you. You waiting on somebody to hire you when God already assigned you. See, when you was born, you came here fully equipped. God don't make mistakes. He puts something in you that's meant to sustain you, bless you, and elevate you. But here you are looking for a job, asking somebody else for an opportunity when God already gave you one. You think Oprah looked for a job? You think Tyler Perry filled out applications? No, they tapped into their gift. And that gift made room for them. That gift put them in rooms they never imagined. That gift is why they ain't never had to punch a clock for nobody else. And don't sit here and tell me, but I don't have a gift. Everybody got one. God don't leave nobody out. Your gift might be speaking, writing, cooking, designing, fixing things, helping people, whatever it is, it's yours and can't nobody take it from you. The problem is you don't believe in it enough. You let the world talk you out of it. You let your family tell you that ain't realistic. You let your fear say, what if I fail? But what if you don't? What if that thing you've been running from is the thing that's going to change your life? See, when you start using your gift, everything changes. People start noticing you, doors start opening, opportunities start finding you instead of you chasing them. And the best part, you never feel like you're working, because when you're in your gift, when you walk in what God designed you to do, it don't feel like no job, it feels like freedom. So I'm telling you right now, stop looking for a job and start looking for your gift. Stop waiting on somebody else to tell you what you're worth and start walking in what God already said about you. Because the moment you do, that's when the real blessing starts. And that's real talk. Let me tell y'all something. Your job is a pit stop, not your purpose. See, too many people out here thinking their whole life is supposed to be about working some job, getting a paycheck, and doing it all over again until they're too old to enjoy life. That ain't living. That's just existing. A job is just a tool. It ain't the destination. You don't wake up every day just to work, pay bills, and die. That ain't why God put you here. He put something in you, something special, something bigger than what's written on your resume. But here's the problem. Most people settle. They get comfortable. They tell themselves, this is good enough. But is it? See, some of y'all been at the same job for 10, 15, 20 years, and you miserable. You dread going in. You sit in the parking lot every morning, staring at that building, trying to convince yourself to get out the car. Ain't that the truth? And the crazy part, you know you were made for more. You feel it deep down, but you stay. And I get it. That job pays the bills, it's safe, it's what you know. But don't let a paycheck make you forget your purpose. Don't let comfort rob you of your calling. Now, I ain't telling you to quit your job today and go chasing dreams without a plan. No, you got to be smart. But what I am telling you is, stop treating your job like it's your final destination. It's a stepping stone. It's just a way to get you to where you're really supposed to be. Think about it. When you're on a road trip, do you stop at the gas station and decide, you know what, I'm going to just live here now? No. You fill up, get what you need, and keep driving. That's what a job is supposed to be. A refuel station, not your final stop. But some of y'all done parked and unpacked. You done built a whole life around something that was only meant to be temporary. And now you wondering why you feel stuck, why you feel unfulfilled, why every Sunday night you got that pit in your stomach knowing Monday morning coming. That's because your spirit knows what your mind won't admit. This ain't it. See, when you're working in your purpose, you don't feel like that. You don't dread the work. You wake up with energy, excitement, passion. But when you're stuck in a job that ain't connected to your gift, you just going through the motions. You clock in, you clock out, and the cycle repeats. And let's be real, jobs ain't even secure like that no more. You think a company gonna look out for you? You think they care about your dreams? Man, please. The minute they need to cut costs, your whole career could be gone. That's why you can't put your future in somebody else's hands. So here's what you gotta do. You gotta start thinking bigger. Start preparing for your next move. Start working on that thing you've been pushing to the side. Because the truth is, God been giving you signs. He been nudging you. He been putting that idea in your heart, that dream in your spirit, that passion in your mind, but you keep ignoring it. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Ain't no perfect time, the time is now. Don't wake up 30 years from now full of regret, knowing you had something special but never took the leap. So I'm gonna say it again, your job is a pit stop, not your purpose. Use it to get where you're going, but don't get stuck there, because the moment you start walking in your purpose, that's when the real blessings start. And that's real talk. You ever wonder why you feel stuck, why every time you think about making a move, something holds you back? Let me tell you why. Fear and comfort are keeping you stuck. See, some of y'all got big dreams, you got ideas, talents, gifts, things God put inside you to take you higher, but instead of chasing them, you sitting still, you making excuses. You telling yourself, I don't know if I can do it. What if I fail? What if it don't work out? But let me ask you this, what if it does? Fear got you locked up. It got you doubting yourself, second guessing every move, talking yourself out of opportunities before you even try. And let me tell you something, fear is a liar. Fear will have you believing you're not good enough when God already said you are. Fear will have you thinking you can't when God already gave you everything you need. And if fear don't get you, comfort will. Comfort is just as dangerous. Some of y'all so used to being where you are that you're afraid to move. You might not even like where you at, but at least it's familiar. You ever heard somebody say, better the devil you know than the devil you don't? See, that's how comfort tricks you. It makes you think it's better to stay miserable where you are than to take a chance on something greater. But let me tell you something, nothing grows in comfort. You ain't gonna elevate in the same place you've been settling. You ain't gonna reach new heights if you keep holding on to old habits. The truth is, some of y'all too comfortable in your struggle. You done got used to just getting by, used to struggling, used to making excuses, used to putting yourself last, and now stepping out of that feels scary because you don't know what's on the other side. But let me ask you this, do you really think God designed you to stay where you at? You really think he put you on this earth just to exist, just to struggle, just to do the same thing every day until time runs out? No, he gave you purpose. He gave you greatness, but you got to move to see it. Some of y'all waiting for God to show you the whole staircase before you take the first step, but that ain't how faith works. God don't reveal the whole plan. He just needs to see if you'll trust him enough to start walking. Look, fear is always going to be there, but courage ain't about not being scared. It's about moving anyway. It's about pushing past the fear and doing it scared. Because let me tell you, everything you want, it's on the other side of fear. Everything God got waiting for you, it's outside your comfort zone. And let's be real, some of you already know what you need to do. You've been feeling that pull in your spirit. You've been getting the signs. You've been hearing that voice telling you it's time. But instead of listening, you keep coming up with reasons to stay where you at. So I'm going to ask you right now, what's it going to be? You going to let fear keep robbing you? You going to let comfort hold you back? Or you going to trust God and start moving toward what he got for you? Because the moment you stop letting fear and comfort control you, that's when the real blessings start. And that's real talk. Let me tell y'all something. Chasing a paycheck is blocking your true calling. Some of y'all been running after money so long, you done lost sight of what you was really put here to do. You out here taking any job that pays the bills, doing things you don't even like, working for people you don't even respect, all because you think money is the answer. But let me tell you something. Money ain't never been the goal. Purpose is. See, money is a tool. It's something you need, but it ain't the reason you were created. God didn't put you here just to clock in and collect a check. He put something inside of you, a gift, a calling, a purpose. And when you focus on that, when you operate in that, the money will come naturally. But the problem is most people got it backward. They think, let me go find the job that pays the most, instead of asking, what did God give me that I can use? So they spend their whole life chasing money only to wake up one day miserable, tired, and unfulfilled. And you know what the worst part is? They never get rich that way. See, money follows value. People don't pay for what you do, they pay for what you bring. And your biggest value ain't in a job description, it's in your gift. That thing you do naturally, that thing you love, that thing that don't feel like work, that's where your real value is. But instead of tapping into that, you out here chasing a paycheck. You jumping from job to job, always looking for the next raise, the next promotion, the next title, thinking that's going to make you feel successful. But success ain't in the paycheck. It's in the purpose. Look, I know you got bills. I know you got responsibilities. But don't let money make all your decisions for you. Because when you do that, you end up in places you ain't supposed to be. Some of y'all in jobs right now that's killing your spirit. You waking up every day dreading it. You got Sunday night anxiety because Monday morning coming. You dragging yourself through the week, just trying to make it to Friday. That ain't living. You was not put on this earth just to survive. You were put here to thrive. And the only way you gonna do that is by operating in what God gave you. See, when you work in your gift, everything shifts. You wake up excited. You pour into your work with passion. You start attracting opportunities instead of begging for them. And the best part, the money comes anyway. You ain't even got to chase it, because when you operate in your purpose, the money gonna chase you. Look at anybody successful, anybody who really made it big. You think they got rich because they chased a paycheck? No, they got rich because they found their gift and maximized it. They tapped into what they were naturally good at, they worked on it, they believed in it, and now they don't ever have to look for a job again. So I'm telling you, stop making every decision based on money. Stop chasing a paycheck and start chasing the thing God put inside you. Because the moment you do, that's when the real blessings start. And that's real talk. Let me tell y'all something. Faith activates the gifts God gave you. Some of y'all got dreams, talents, ideas, things God put inside you from the day you were born, but instead of using them, you sitting on them. You waiting for the right time. You waiting for somebody to give you permission. You waiting to feel ready. But let me tell you something, you ain't never gonna feel ready. If you waiting on the perfect moment, you gonna be waiting forever. See, God already gave you everything you need. He ain't leave you out. He ain't skip over you when he was handing out gifts. The problem ain't that you don't have a gift. The problem is you don't have the faith to use it. You too busy doubting yourself. You too worried about failing. You scared of stepping out, scared of making the wrong move. But listen, faith and fear can't live in the same house. You're either going to trust God or you're going to trust your doubts, but you can't do both. And let me tell you something. God don't respond to fear. He responds to faith. You keep asking him to bless you, to open doors, to take you higher, but you ain't even moving. You asking for a miracle, but you won't even take the first step. See, faith is an action word. It's not just something you say, it's something you do. The Bible says faith without works is dead. That means you can't just sit there talking about what you want to do, what you wish would happen, what you hope comes your way. You got to move. And I know some of y'all thinking, but what if I fail? Let me ask you something. What if you don't? What if that idea you got is the one that changes everything? What if that dream you've been ignoring is the one that takes you to the next level? What if that talent you've been hiding is the key to unlocking everything you ever wanted? See, when you take one step, God takes 10. When you move in faith, he moves with you. He don't give you the whole plan up front. He just needs to see if you'll trust him enough to start. Some of y'all are waiting for him to show you every step before you move, but that's not how he works. He just wants to see if you believe enough to step out even when you don't know what's next. Look, faith is risky. It don't come with guarantees. It don't always make sense. It don't always feel safe, but playing it safe ain't never led nobody to greatness. Every successful person you admire had to take a leap of faith. Every person walking in their purpose had to push past fear and move. Some of y'all waiting for a sign. Well, this is it. This is your sign to stop doubting yourself. Stop overthinking. Stop worrying about what could go wrong and start believing in what could go right. Because the moment you step out in faith, that's when the real blessings start. And that's real talk. Let me tell y'all something. Your gift will make room for you. See, too many people out here thinking success comes from working harder, from grinding longer hours, from doing what everybody else is doing. But let me tell you the truth. It ain't about how hard you work. It's about working in your gift. Now, don't get me wrong. Hard work is important. You got to put in the effort. You got to be consistent. But if you're working hard in the wrong thing, if you grinding every day in something that ain't connected to what God put inside you, then all you doing is running in place. You working hard, but you ain't going nowhere. See, God gave everybody a gift. I don't care who you are, where you from, what you've been through. You got something inside you that can take you further than any job application ever will. Your gift is what separates you. Your gift is what makes people notice you. Your gift is the thing you do better than most people, and it comes natural to you. And here's the best part. Your gift will open doors money can't. Some of y'all spending too much time chasing opportunities when you should be developing your gift. You out here trying to network, trying to impress the right people, trying to get lucky. But the truth is, you ain't got to chase nothing when you walking in your gift. The right opportunities will find you. Look, when you operate in your gift, people will pay for what you bring. They will seek you out. You won't have to beg nobody for a job, won't have to convince nobody to give you a shot, because your gift will make room for you. Think about the most successful people in the world. You think they're out here filling out applications hoping somebody gives them a chance? No. They discovered their gift, developed it, and the world made space for them. Now, I know what some of y'all thinking, but I don't know what my gift is. Yes, you do. You've just been ignoring it. Your gift is that thing you do with ease, that thing people always compliment you on, that thing you could do all day and never get tired. But instead of using it, you've been too busy trying to fit into a system that was never built for you in the first place. And here's another thing. Your gift don't need approval. Some of y'all waiting on validation, waiting on somebody to tell you it's okay to use what God already gave you. But let me tell you something. God already approved you. He already put everything you need inside you. The only thing left is for you to step into it, but you got to be willing to put in the work. See, a gift that ain't developed is just potential, and potential don't pay bills. You got to sharpen your skills, perfect your craft, put in the hours, and make yourself undeniable. Because when you do, when you operate in your gift with excellence, in no way the world won't take notice. Listen, you don't need permission to be great. You don't need a job title, a fancy degree, or a big break. All you need is what God already gave you. Because the moment you start walking in your gift, that's when the real blessings start. And that's real talk. Listen, God never told you to look for a job. He told you to use what he already gave you. Stop waiting for permission. Stop letting fear and comfort keep you stuck. Stop chasing paychecks instead of purpose. You were made for more. Faith is the key that unlocks everything. But faith without action is just a wish. You got to move. You got to step out, trust the process, and believe that your gift will make room for you. Because when you walk in what God created you to do, doors will open, opportunities will find you, and blessings will follow you. So go after it. Stop doubting, start doing, stop asking what if it doesn't work, and start believing what if it does. Your future is in your hands. And if you trust God, he will take you places no job application ever could. Good luck. God bless and thank you.